What's up, fam? Welcome back. The Red BigJohn's backyard fishing, giving on to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Without him, none of these things are possible. Something jumping. You know, there's a lot of carp around here, too. Of course, we out here with my boy Rob. Rob's Outdoor Adventures. Look at something just popping in front of me. But I know it's a lot of carp down here for sure. We out here back at Blackwater, man. We're going to try to chase some dragons or some snakes, frankenfish, whatever you want to call it. We out here trying to grab something. No live bait today, just artificials. We want to see what we can do. Supposed to be a nice day. We'll figure it all out. In the meantime, let's ride. Let's get to a location and let's make something happen. Let me try this spinner. 9 times out of 10 is carp.
Shallow running crankbaits.
Cause I have been here, man, and they be popping their heads right up out the water. And then we gonna head to our location. I don't want to get caught up chasing jumping fish. And curiosity has been satisfied. Let's roll.
And these black flies are killing.
Huh?
These black flies are killing.
That's why I got pants on. Everybody talk about me being fully dressed out here, but bruh, I don't like insects. I ain't trying to get bit. All right, let's make this run. I'll see y'all in a minute. Man, I like to get all the way up in that joint too around there. But we're gonna try this spot out around here. See what this does. Normally them snakes hang right close to shore. The water ain't that bad today. Let the games begin. It's always good to get one on early. Just makes your day feel that much better because you've accomplished something. But that's not always the case. I'm looking for any wake, anything that looks like it's moving in my direction. I'm looking for a dragon, a dragon, a dragon, a dragon, a dragon. I'm looking for a dragon, a dragon, a dragon. Man, this GoPro 8 still messing up, y'all. I'm trying to make it to the end of this season. Waiting for this next one to come out. Anyway, it's about casting as many lines as you can and getting in front of the right fish. And just hope that particular fish will hit. You gotta hope that when you land, you don't spook them. So many different variables. But once again, that's how life is, right? Life is full of different variables. If you land at the right spot at the right time, great things could happen. If you land at the wrong spot at the wrong time, bad things could happen. You know, so everything is pretty much predicated on timing. Yep, so life, fishing, all of those things are one and the same, man. You learn a lot of lessons from both, really, but the biggest thing that I find is that being out here gives me that time to think, you know, and to consider and just compare, you know, as we're going through different things in our lives. You realize that this too shall pass, right? There's a period you go with no bites, and then there's a period when you have bites. You know, you put it all together. All of it is a part of the process, so you can't shuck none of it. Just sit back, enjoy the ride. Try not to fuss and fight too much or complain and whine. And just do the best you can with what you have. If one thing ain't working, try something else. If that ain't working, try something else. Or stay consistent with where you are and just be content or pleased with the results, knowing that that was your plan. Your plan was to use this particular lure or to do that particular thing, whether it, you know, come out good or bad is okay, because you made up in your mind that that's what you wanted to do. It's always good to have a plan. It's like I was watching that game show the other night, On the Wall, and these two brothers from the Bronx, you know, was on the wall and they was playing, and they got to, the one brother got, well, they got to $1.7 million, right? And that is what would be the take home if the other brother didn't sign the contract, you know. And so remember, those are variables you know you're not quite sure about. And so he's up inside the booth and he's thinking, man, you know, we could use this money to help our family and our people out. $55,000, that's a lot of money. You know, you don't sneeze at $55,000, and you don't just kind of blow off $55,000, you know. So he's sitting there and he's thinking that the safe bet is the $55,000. He has no idea that they have amassed 1.7 million. And so he has to make a decision. You know, do I sign this contract and take something, or do I risk it all and take nothing? You know, if you decide to sign that contract and then you come out and you find out that you just lost $1.7 million, that's gonna bug you. That's gonna bug you, you know, for a long time, because you're gonna keep second guessing yourself. Had I just made the other decision, you know, I would still be okay, right? At the same time, you know, it could be the fact that there was zero on the board. And so then that decision becomes a good decision, because at least you walked away with $55,000 instead of zero. And this is where I talk about where the plan comes into play. You got to have a plan, right? So if you go into that thinking that, hey, look, we both on the same page. No matter what happens, we're going to sign we're not going to sign the contract, and we're going to take a chance and just see, you know, where that lies is. Wherever it falls, that's just where it falls, you know. And if you are content with that, then that's great. But if you don't have a plan going in and you do something like that, it's going to be kind of hard to live with. Anyway, the young man, he came and told his brother that he signed the contract, you know, and then of course, you know, his brother's heart probably went down a whole lot of beats. And then he said, but before I put it into the slot, I thought about you, man, and you know, all that we work for and everything that we do and what we're trying to accomplish. So I decided to tear the check up. Man, that was the best decision, you know, that he could have made. Not knowing, unknowing the variables, but sometimes you got to take a chance. Take a chance on yourself. You remember, you walked in with nothing, so it's easy to leave with nothing. You just got to be content that if you do make that decision and you make the wrong, you know, choice as far as the money wise, you got to be able to live with that. You can't be sitting there second guessing everything you do. So in life, make a plan. Go in there with your plan. If it works out, wonderful. If it don't works out, oh well, you know, let's regroup and let's start again. But don't ever go second guessing yourself where, you know, I can't go on, and you completely upset because you made a mistake. We all make mistakes, you know. So that's my lesson for today, man. Keep your head up. Go into it with a plan. Just know there are a whole bunch of unknown variables out there, and you got to navigate it the best way you can. You know, sometimes you're going to be fortunate, sometimes you're not. All right. All right, now let's see if we can't unlock these variables and get us a snakehead. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have switched over to a chatterbait. We are trying to unlock the variables here and figure out what's gonna work for us. All right, y'all, we back in the saddle. This time we got on a paddle tail swim bait. Something just took off. See them big old mud plumes? That means something took off. Something was here. Something took off. It's like they're being spooky. Ladies and gentlemen, all I'm seeing is plumes of smoke. It's frustrating because I can't ascertain what the heck it is. I think I see, there go movement right there. Something else just took off again. I don't know, catfish, snakehead, whatever it is, I'm going over fish. You can see this movement right here. They go hold, look at that. There's a whole bunch happening right there. Almost like if it was tailing reds or something. I'm still guessing, y'all. I'm still guessing. It's still a guessing game. You know, I could be chasing ghosts. I don't want to be chasing carp. All right, time out. Time to take a break. Time to take a break, regroup, figure out what's going on. Got him on the chatter, finally. Nice one. I didn't get it on film. I'm filming it now, but I tell you what, man. These suckers here. Oh, this is a nice. This is a PB right here. Oh my goodness. I didn't think I was gonna hit something. I thought maybe, just maybe. This was it, but this is a nice one, y'all.
How big?
I don't know, maybe 4 pounds. Hey guys, look, it's been a minute. I got a snakehead on and he going crazy. I need to get one of them suckers that move around. Hopefully that don't work. Here's the dragon. Like I said, he crazy. We back. We got the snakehead bleeding out, and I still ain't left my spot. I'm just sitting here, man, sitting here cranking this chatterbait, and I just came off of my break from eating my cherries, so I hadn't really cut the camera on yet because I still hadn't seen anything other than a bunch of you know, clouds of mud, and so I didn't really cut it on yet. I wanted to see what this stuff was. Finally, a snakehead is hit. So that was cool. It was awesome. He hit hard too, and he jumped out in the water, but of course, y'all missed it. I didn't. Well, we about 2 hours in, man, and you know, it's good to catch one, good to have one on board. I'm kind of hit around these corners, man, but you know, I still never tied the frog on just yet. You know, don't take but a bump to trigger the set the hook reflex. And I guess it took about an hour and a half to get a fish on, but once again, you got a fish on. That's what's important. That's what counts. So we have not skunked, and so that's a good thing. You know, I really don't have many chatterbait fish because I don't throw it that much. That may have been my second chatterbait hit. First being a bass a couple years back, and now this one. So that is something that I probably need to work on. understanding the intricacies of this lure that everybody seems to love and use. You get me more snakeheads and I'll start using you more often too. Hopefully Rob done got on the one, because if not, he ain't happy. You gotta patience, grasshopper. Patience, young Padawan. Patience. You patience you must be, and the fish they shall come. But if you are not patient, the fish know, and they shall not come. So don't let frustration take you over. You'll take over frustration. That's what Reverend BigJohn said. This is why you end up cutting your camera off so much. There's so much in between time between the hits while you trying to locate and trying to find. I do have my 8-pound test. You know I don't leave home without it. 8 pounds or 6 pounds. I'm always going to do one of them. Ooh, classic finesse beats. And this might catch a bass, and it may catch a snake. Ain't but one way to find out. You gotta throw it. Something just hit, y'all. Must be a snake. I got him on 8-pound test. Let's see if I can't get this something in. Oh, he all on my. Oh man, that's a nice one. For an 8-pound test. Where you at? Come here. 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 I need to do better. Oh, there we go. 8-pound test. That nice. That nicey right there. That right there. That nice. I'd be mad too if I got hooked by the rail. All right, y'all. Oh. Put power pole down. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. As you've seen, I just caught another one, and we have to see if we can get this thing up now and get a picture, or get y'all to be able to see it there. He ain't gonna cooperate, I'm sure, because that's what they don't do. They don't cooperate, so we're gonna grab him right up in here. I would love for him to just be chill where I could get him. And he maintained his cool. There he is. Not a real big one, but nonetheless, that's snakehead number 2. Anyway, there you go. See if we can't get some more before we get out of here. Stroke Meister.
I might as well give up. I ain't catch nothing coming over here. By the time I tie that on, put the one on back. And through the TRD, what do you think? I've been getting nibbles but nothing fighting. I'm not gonna make no more runs down here if I ain't gonna catch anything. I might as well go fish up in Castle.
Rob, you know how this game is played, man. You sound defeated.
No, I'm frustrated with this place.
I know, but it's not the place.
No, it's sort of like you with Southwest Park. You don't want to go on Southwest Park because it's too far and you can't catch nothing. I'm running all the way down here and spending a lot of gas money and not catching anything. This is too much money to be spending down there running all the way down here and not getting anything.
I feel you. Y'all hear him frustrated, right? Yes, sir. I hear you, player. I'll be back.
I know your fans understand what I'm saying. I'm not spending a whole lot of money coming down.
Fishing is fishing, bro. You know that.
Yeah.
Fishing ain't catching.
This is too long of a run not to catch something.
Hey guys, what's up? There you have it, another episode of Red Big John's Backyard Fishing. Hanging out, Blackwater, hanging out with Rob. Oh, by the way, Rob finally got a snakehead. Let me say this, man. For all y'all who watched, you know, if you get frustrated because the fish don't bite, you're going to have high blood pressure and everything else, man. You might want to change your hobby. You know, fish do not always cooperate, man. You know, even the best of them. I watched Jacob Wheeler crush them and I watched them struggle. You know, so there's no rhyme or reason to this. You get your fishing rod, you get your lures, you get out there, you put it in the water, and if it happens, it happens. If it don't, it don't. You know, there's always going to be a little frustration if you don't catch something. You know, but you can't let that ride. You know, you got to just keep on throwing. I mean, it took an hour and a half before I got the first one on, and then the second one didn't come on until the end. You know, so and all that in between time, I'm fishing. I'm trying to catch some fish. So hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging out with me, fam. I appreciate you. Anyway, I'm about to get on up out of here, get back home, take a break, take my shoes off, let my hair down. Oh, wait a minute. I don't have no hair. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me yet again. Hey, this Red Big John. Always remember to keep the Lord first and keep your lines tight. God bless. I'll see you next time on the water.